Okay,
Yes,
hello
yes.
everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Random Ramblings Reel. With you today, we are
Fair.
James,
and Cat
again.
again.
I swear to God, one day we'll get some friend here as well.
Someday.
Maybe. So I want to start this one with an anecdote
Alright.
about the time I learned the true meaning of the phrase YOLO.
Oh, alright, yeah.
Okay,
Go on,
so
go on.
this is a few years back. I am in my exchange year in France, and the group I was with decided to organize this baking kind of thing. So baking, yes, we went to these because France is the country of
Food.
well, not just food, but like
Baking.
Pastries.
Pastries, yeah. I was gonna say in French.
Pâtisserie.
Patisserie. Alright, so I went there.
Becquerel.
Alright, so I went to
Quebec.
this bakery shop, and this very nice chef just decided that he wanted us to learn how to make macaroons.
And you've never done them for us before.
I've never done them before or since. So we went there. Obviously, there's kids from all over the world in there. And there's this one Polish guy that he's very nice, whatever, but he had diabetes
Type 1.
type 1. This is the genetic one that it's just like you need to get an insulin pump or shots or everything, okay? So this guy, he technically couldn't eat a lot because, of course, it's dangerous or anything, but, he decided to go bake with us. And he said, I'm not planning on eating many, but I got a few insulin shots. Well, this wasn't shots. He had a bomb.
Tubes.
Yeah, so he could he could inject himself with insulin after he ate. He said he brought like 5 or 6. He brought a lot, just in case, he said, because he didn't plan on eating many. So of course there's like 10 of us here. Well, there. 10 of us, and we start baking, and each one we made around like 10, 20 macaroons each. So of course there was a shit ton. And once they were finally done, we had the cookies, we put the filling, we had everything just kind of there on the table. It was like a full table of macaroons. And this guy, he just looks at the table with this determined stare. And he's like, you could see the battle within him. Like he was fighting his demons. Just looking at the table and thinking, I shouldn't do this. And then he just took out the kit where he had his medicine, looked down at it, and in that moment I saw no fear of God in his eyes. He just took it out, said fuck this in French. And he didn't speak an ounce of English. It was very hard to communicate because he was Polish. As he said, he said
It
fuck
happened.
it. Yeah.
It's like in those telenovelas where it says, curse you in Spanish.
Yeah, curse you in Spanish.
Watching telenovelas in Germany was the worst.
So anyway, he said fuck it and just he went to town with his macaroons, okay? He just kept eating them, and all of us around him that knew him went up. We were just like, dude, stop it, you have diabetes, you're gonna die right now. And he's just like, I'm okay, I will never do this ever again, I need to do this. And he just kept eating. I swear to God, he had like a good 50.
Oh, God.
And then when he was done and he just stared at the table and he was like, I cannot physically eat more. And we were like, good! Finally! He just took out the shots and one by one he just put it in. And I was like, that day I learned the true meaning of YOLO. That is one guy that didn't let anything stop him. And he's the kind of guy that you should be afraid of. So yeah, that's the anecdote that I want to start with. I thought it would be fun. Any of you guys? Yeah, I know. Like that guy was like a superhero.
I have a similar story, but this guy had nothing. Well, he has a heart condition.
Alright.
Does it count?
A little.
Yeah.
Depends on the story. So go on.
It's also about food.
Alright. Then
we were in junior high and we were having like this convivio. We were having a free hour of class to eat.
Yeah.
And a friend of ours brought mini burgers. Well, mini tortas actually.
Yeah. Alright.
And they were like as big, like really, really small.
Yeah. Okay, so they're small.
Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, they are really good." And she brought like 100 of them.
Okay.
He was like, "I bet you I can eat like 30 in 1 minute."
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have a cat here.
So he was like, "I bet you I can eat at least 13 in 1 minute, at least."
Oh man, that never ends well.
And he was like, "Okay, you have 1 minute."
Mm-hmm.
And we got the clock out, and he started devouring them, like with the queso Oaxaca with the cheese. It's like little.
Dude, you're making me want to eat some of that. So let's keep the details to the minimum. The point is, he just inhaled them.
He started inhaling them, and he ate 20 in 1 minute.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
Powerful.
Right after the 21st was coming in, the other 20 started coming out.
Oh
boy.
That is disgusting.
And it was like, you know the cheese from the tortas.
I know the cheese from the tortas.
Yeah, that cheese.
Don't say it looked like that.
Yeah.
Why do you have to describe in so much detail what came out of his mouth?
Well, it's just that it was disgusting, and that was the best part.
Because this is an audio podcast,
Yeah.
and that's I can put it 5 images.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still okay. We have a cat kind of just messing around, so
why don't we just leave her outside?
Yeah, just leave her out. She ran.
She's a runner, people.
Yeah, she's like, fuck you, not today. That cat is so weird, man.
Yeah, and he just started puking all around, and we were like, damn.
Puking? What were you giving her that she started puking?
No, the guy.
The guy.
Idiot.
Oh, the guy. Sorry, I was still thinking about the cat. So I was just like, the cat's been puking. Now that's weird.
No, she's perfectly healthy. She's healthier than me.
She's fucking fat.
We're back to the kid. Okay, so he started puking.
These guys started puking all the tortas, and he had also had cake before the tortas.
Oh boy.
Oh crap.
So it was like the combination with cakes and 20 tortas after that. It was like, we were like, you cannot eat tortas anymore. You get away from them.
You stop it.
Yes, please just keep him away from them. Jesus Christ.
And then his girlfriend came around and he was like, hey, decided.
Yeah, I'm sure she was very proud in that moment.
She was older than us, so she was actually very disgusted.
Yeah, I can imagine. I would have been really disgusted.
It was really funny that time. It's a situation that you should have been there.
I'm rather happy I wasn't there.
Yeah, same.
You would have laughed your ass off.
Probably, but
it would have
been
absolutely disgusting. And speaking of disgusting, these two assholes.
What did we do?
What?
You brought the cat without asking me.
Dude, I told you she was coming. Like I told you yesterday.
No. When you originally adopted it.
Oh. I gave you fair warning.
Yeah, so it was like this. Cat went to the dentist.
With me.
With Fair. And so I'm happily along in my computer, as I do. I believe I was playing Shadowrun.
Doesn't really.
And then suddenly...
In this case, I'm the bad influence.
Well, we kind of bad influence.
Suddenly, I get a text that says, hey, guess what I have with me? So I, being the reasonable person that I am,
not
go for one of three options. drugs, a cat, a friend with benefits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
he already knew that you were there. So it was another friend.
yeah. So
I told him no drugs yet. And then I said, it's fair, so no. And hey, so it leaves one option, so congrats, we have a cat. Okay, so here's what happened on my side of things, okay?
Our side of things.
Alright. So I went to the dentist, and the day before, Fer had stayed in my house. So we went to the dentist, and while we were like driving and everything, she showed me a post on Facebook about some guys that were making an adoption weekend kind of thing. So she just showed it to me, and I was like, hey, we can go see how it works, see what cats they have there, and just
to see.
Yeah, we were just gonna ask questions in here, like see what we needed to adopt, see like start planning out, but we didn't really plan on adopting a cat. So
I kind of did.
Well, you kind of did. All right. So I was kind of thinking, like, let's ask questions, and if we find a cat we like, we'll just ask them to wait for another week while we prepare things and then go adopt. We did a lot of rounds around a lot of adoption centers, and finally we got to a Petco. And again, this was just like, we actually stopped there to buy some things for Fer's dog. So we stopped there, we got the things, and then we went to the part where they kept the cats. And right there, we saw a lot of cats. And because I am
the first cat we saw
was like a McGonagall kind of cat, and that was actually the cat that we originally thought we were gonna adopt. So she saw it, Fer saw it, and she was having this meltdown about, okay, we have to adopt her, we have to. It's like
she's McGonagall.
She's McGonagall, and I was like trying to be the voice of reason, saying like, dude, my parents aren't home and they are allergic to cats, and then your parents don't know. We don't know if we can keep her. We've got no money to buy the things we need. Like, we are hardly getting by on our own. We can't adopt a cat. So eventually she's like, okay.
I have some money saved.
No, first you were like, okay, you're right. We'll just go see her one last time, and then we'll leave. Just ask the few questions that we needed, and then we'll leave. So we get to the part where they keep the cats, and I'm staring at the McGonagall cat, and I'm like, okay, yes, I do want a cat, but I'm in the right here. We can wait another week before adopting after we handle all this kind of thing.
Well, you wanted to wait like another 2 months.
Okay, I wanted not 2 months, but I did want to wait like
a week at least.
A week or two, so I could like
save money,
like wait until my parents like gave me the money.
Attempt to convince
my brother, which, come on, in the end, that doesn't really matter. So anyway, just as I finally convinced Fer to wait, this
little
tiny precious cat, like this spotted cat,
colored cat.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting a picture of her in this video, okay, so you guys will see.
Just for you.
Yeah, okay, my brother will definitely put a picture of our cat here. She was the most adorable thing ever, and it was love at first sight. And in that moment, I just turned to Fer, and I was like, we have to adopt her. Like, that same moment, it was just like, we have to adopt her.
We both saw her, and we were both like,
we needed that cat in our life. So in that very same moment, we turned to this guy that was like in charge of the adoptions, and we said, that cat. We want her. We're taking it with us.
How old is she?
Yeah,
because she was way too small in that moment.
Yeah, she was really small. She was like 5 months.
Four. She was 4 months.
All right, she was 4 months, and she was just so precious. We needed that cat in our life. So we did the whole thing. We paid the. You paid. I paid for other stuff later. Yeah. You pay the fee for the vaccines and everything. There was like the adoption fee. And we took her home that very same day. She stayed in my home
2 weeks.
2 weeks. and it was beautiful. And after that, right now we just keep her 1 week each because we live in different houses.
At first, it was like 2 weeks her house, 2 weeks my house, and now 1 weekend each.
Yeah, because I thought that was easier.
Yeah, and it's like she's not apart from each other that long.
We do not have her apart from us like that long, and your sister doesn't have enough time with her.
Thank God.
Thank God, because first sister is like a bitch, so she hates cats. So the less time
she just hates my cat.
She just hates life in general. She's terrible. So it's 1 week and 1 week, and I think that fits us quite well.
Yeah, I mean it actually worked out pretty
good. When you eventually move out, I'll be perfectly fine with having 2 weeks into 2 weeks.
Or even 3 a month. Yeah.
1 month each. 1 month each. No, 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks and that's it, bitch. So what else? What else have you guys been up to this week?
Before we do move on,
all right.
They didn't even call me.
Oh,
they didn't even ask for my opinion.
No. By the time I told him we were bringing a cat, we had already adopted the cat. We were already on the car on our way home.
I actually have a video of Kat. I was asking her and how do you feel about this? I'm so excited.
Yes, I do.
I have that video on my phone right now. We actually spoke in English that moment, so we probably can put it in here.
We're not putting it here.
I will send it to James and we'll see what happens.
I want to keep my anonymous
face.
Can be just the audio.
Oh, please.
I am anonymous. They don't know who I am.
Well, they don't know who I am either.
I'm still gonna put up the audio, you bitch.
Okay, fine. You can put the audio, but not my face. Look, I want this to be like the only thing these people know about us is the logo, which is just 3 glasses. Which, hey, yes, those are our glasses. I think the way I put them, it's like the first glasses, the dark glasses are mine. The ones right after are Fitch.
The ones with the half rim are mine.
Yeah, the half rim is his, and the other ones are hers. The hipster glasses are Fair's.
Yeah, that's because I wear those kind of glasses.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. The glasses are us. That's
and the big and round, like my sister glasses.
Like the aviator ones.
I am a cool kid, so obviously I needed to have that.
The cool kids.
The cool kids, they seem to fit in. So anyway, anything else we'd like to add to this whole pet thing?
Your cat sucks, it's fat, and it's a glutton.
It's a beautiful cat.
She's a wonderful cat.
She's a fucking glutton.
Yes, she is, but so are you, bitch. And she's so cute, she plays fetch. How can you not love a cat that plays fetch?
Or sleeps in your lap.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy. I do need to move.
Oh, please. You barely even move.
Doesn't mean I don't need to.
Hey, look. No, man, no.
Point is, they made an impulsive decision, didn't even ask, didn't even have the chance.
And it worked out right now. And it just worked fine. It was fine. Everyone's happy. End of story. End of discussion. Go. Other subject.
I went to the military service drawing today.
That's interesting. Go on.
So the way the military service works in Mexico, every year the men that turn 18 during the year have to register on their respective municipal hall in the city hall. Yeah. And then we have, if you did it early, you have almost a whole fucking year to wait. If you did it late, you have like a week. At the end of October, you get a date. They tell you, then's the date, there's the place, you turn up or we're fining you. So I turned up today. It was fucking early. I had to wake up at 5. And I got there at 5:30, and already like 100 people were there.
Yeah,
really? Of the 450 really that turned up, I can't even imagine. I assume they were the ones that lived right around the corner.
Probably. Otherwise, they're like really dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them not that were.
Well, there's also people that did not do this like when they were a teen.
Oh no, there's a whole other process for those.
Yeah,
people.
because I think if you don't do it.
If you do it at 18, the worst you do is march all fucking morning.
Yeah, they put.
If you do it in between 20 years and 30 years, you get to serve as actual infantry.
Yeah.
And if you do it post 35 years, then you actually get into the army.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it after 35, like you waited already 35 years and you haven't done it. At that point, you just kind of say to yourself, you know what?
Might as well not.
I have a friend who's 25 who hasn't done it.
Tell them not
you
to
actually don't need to do it because it's useless.
It's useless.
It's useless for anything other than government works, jobs. So if you want to be a metro operator or a bus driver,
if you want to be useless,
or a clerk,
or you know, yeah, I know,
the works.
Those kind of stuff.
Not necessarily useless.
So military service.
Clerks. So anyway, they start passing us at 6.
Yeah.
It took a whole hour for the whole 400 people to get their names into the draw thingy.
Yeah.
That you spin it and you pull out the names.
The Lotto.
Yeah, that. So
the one time you did not want to win.
The way it works is it's literally a lotto. They put in your name with a number and a 90 number, and they spin the thing and they draw out the paper. And if your name gets called out, you get to march. And if you don't, you don't.
You know, this whole story would have been funnier if at the end you would have just gone, and I have to march. Yeah. But sadly, the world is not a rom-com. So.
I am lucky enough that I didn't get to march, but I am unlucky enough that I was a single literal number away from being called on.
Yeah, that's right.
I was number 72 because I was the 72nd guy that registered for this thing.
And the number 71
was drawn.
Can you imagine if you were earlier for just 1 minute? That would have been you.
Well, more like a day, but yeah, that would have been awful.
Fine, okay, whatever. The point is, if you had been earlier, just for one measly second, you would have been marching every single weekend. I would have been a conscript,
yeah.
I would have laughed my ass off.
So, end of story. I don't have to march. On Tuesday, we're recording this on Sunday. On Tuesday, I get my military service document.
Like, congratulations, you came to 1 day. And you're done. This is over. You never have to do it again.
They did not need that much people this time.
No, they didn't need a lot of people.
They don't need a lot of people because the population is growing at like a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Well, it's Mexico.
It's Mexico. So anyway, let's talk about something else. What should we talk about?
Your mama.
Addiction. That's right. Okay, so.
Fer has a Nutella problem.
I do not have a Nutella problem.
This is an intervention.
This is an intervention, okay? The first step towards recovery is acceptance. You have to accept that you have a problem.
I do not have a problem with Nutella. I can quit whenever I want.
You hid a pot of Nutella in your room when you were not allowed to have it. Well, how is that healthy? How is that just, I don't have a problem, I can quit.
I don't have a problem.
I wasn't supposed to eat it because I was on a diet. And I did not eat it every day.
But you had it in your room hidden away.
But I can stop whenever I wanted.
Evidently not, because you were supposed to stop and you didn't.
I did.
You did not. You had a pot hidden away in your room.
It only happened twice.
That is 2 more times than what is necessarily required to say I don't have a problem. You know how many times that's happened to me?
None.
None. That's because I don't have a problem.
I only got caught once.
You do have problems.
I have many problems, but Nutella ain't one. Okay.
Nutella is delicious. Nutella is beautiful. Nutella doesn't actually question. Nutella understands.
This is an intervention.
Now,
I do not have a problem.
Take what she just said and change it for something like pot or beer or wine
and
or
you would
meth.
be concerned. We are concerned.
We are here for you.
Listen, this is what a healthy. Yeah, well, we're kind of here for you. Anyway, so here's what a normal person does when they're not allowed to eat Nutella and when they do not have an addiction. They stop buying it, they stop eating it, and every once in a while when they go to someone else's house and they offer them Nutella, they say, I haven't had Nutella in a while. Sure, I'll have some. That is a normal reaction to have.
Up to today, I hadn't had any kind of Nutella in my system for like more than a year.
Okay, then let's talk about Oreos then. Let's call it a junk food addiction then.
It's chocolate addiction.
Okay, you have a chocolate addiction. Good, you have admitted it. You have not had Nutella, but yet you still hide cookies in your room. You still
Who doesn't?
I don't.
Well, you live with your cool brother.
Well, I live with my brother. Let's not call him cool.
He's cooler than my sister.
Anyone is cooler than your sister.
You see?
I am pretty sure Hitler was cooler than your sister.
Don't go that far.
I will go that far. Alright, fine. Putin.
That I would do.
Sure,
that I would say.
Either way, your sister is terrible. But you have a problem.
I don't.
Look, I'm gonna admit my own role in this problem because I am an enabler. I've given you junk food and I've asked junk food of you.
She has absolutely no self-control.
I have no self-control whatsoever.
As proven by the fact that she didn't call me before she got the fucking cat.
He's gonna be salty
about
that.
Well, I did not tell my sister that we adopted a cat until the cat came to the house, so...
You are exactly as bad as her.
Some people need other people to stop them. The problem is we made friends with each other.
And we have no self-control.
And we have terrible self-control. We need someone to stop us.
Most of the time, I'm the one that puts the feet. I put my foot down. And say no. And sometimes you are the one that does the same.
Sometimes we do kind of stop each other, but that's when we each reach a point where it's ridiculous. Like, we can recognize it in our head and say, like, dude, no. If we do this, not only will we be in trouble, we're gonna fucking die. Or, alternatively, we're gonna be in debt. Which has happened more than a few times.
Especially with both of us.
Yeah, we kind of ended up with, like, shit. It's like...
You owe the money
it's like the third day of the month. And we're already in zeros. And it's like, fuck, okay. Oops. So yes, we do have to put our foot down every once in a while, but
I would not be as salty if you had called me.
True.
I would still be salty as fuck because you would have ignored me.
I would have
totally
ignored
you. Love the cat.
You
cannot deny that.
You love
her.
I love animals. You saw how I behave with your dog.
My dog's beautiful.
Any dog is beautiful.
Yeah. But my dog's special.
Motherfucker.
I actually love... I don't love this dog that much. I love the dad of this dog. The dad I own as well.
His dog.
The dog. No. The dad, Pushkin, I love him. He's the best dog ever.
Well, I don't know the
dog.
No. He's also a Pomeranian.
Alright.
And what else are we talking about this week?
Yo mama.
Okay, no. We're not talking about that.
She's allergic to cats.
Okay, we can talk about that then. My mom is allergic to cats and she's gonna be pissed when she finds
My mom's allergic to cats as well, and she already knows about this one. And she's actually, I think she's like 2 take her for Christmas?
Well, I sure hope so, because otherwise we're in trouble. A lot of trouble.
I think I'm not even gonna ask her at the end.
Look, if we learn something, is that sometimes asking for forgiveness is way easier than asking for permission.
I still give her shit about it.
Oh yeah, he gives me shit all the time. But being fair though, you give me shit about a lot of stuff.
Because I have reason to give you shit about a lot of stuff.
You overreact sometimes.
You give me a lot of reasons to give you shit for.
No, I don't. I'm a delight. I'm a fucking delight, bitch.
Debatable.
I'll fuck you both.
See, even your friend agrees with me.
Okay, but she's my friend. All my friends are gonna disagree with you because the reason we're all friends is because we're all assholes. Speaking of assholes, I have another dream.
Oh, God.
That's a terrible segue.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God.
Speaking of assholes, I had an anal dream last night.
I swear it doesn't involve assholes. It doesn't involve literal assholes. Just you know, the people. So I guess this is the first time in like ever that I've ever had a dream where I was actually the villain.
Whoa! So I was the hero.
You were not there.
I've been the anti-hero before.
You've been a motherfucking asshole every single time.
Oh yeah. But even in my dreams, I've been the anti-hero. I robbed a car. I killed myself. I killed myself.
Okay. In what part of that does the hero come in? Like the anti-hero? You're a fucking villain, bitch.
I was the protagonist. The anti-hero of the story.
He was kind of like Deadpool.
Yeah.
I am pretty sure even Deadpool has his good moments.
Hey,
I am pretty sure Deadpool wouldn't sell out his sister for a corn chip.
Those.
Well.
You don't know it was a corn chip. It may have been a copy of my favorite game.
Look, I am pretty sure in my dreams at least it was for a fuck ton of money. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
good.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't gonna accept anything less than enough money to fund my gaming addiction for like a year.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
At the least.
You are an asshole, man. Okay, so I will re-amend my statement. I was not the villain. I was an anti-hero.
There you go.
I am assuming this is sometime in like the same universe in which we are all superheroes or something.
She lived long enough to become.
I lived long enough. I'm pretty sure everyone else in the team was still alive. Look, I never saw them.
What was my name again?
What?
What was my name again?
I don't know, but you were... Nerfeye, maybe? I don't know. You were the Hawkeye, but with a Nerf gun. No, I was still like... I knew it was the same universe only because I was still using my terribly lame Iron Man costume. But there was none of the guys around. Like, you weren't there. The Yellow Hulk wasn't there. I felt his absence deep in my heart. But no one else was there. It was just me, and I was in some sort of quest. I don't remember anything about it. It was just some stupid quest around, and shit was going down. The moment I remember the most about my dream was that shit was blowing up as I was standing over a rooftop just looking dramatically into the sky. Just at the horizon, it's just me staring at it and going like, yes, cool people don't look at explosions. Which served me about right the next moment when the building started collapsing because a fucking explosion happened right below me. And I couldn't fly, obviously, because my power was healing out of trouble. And... Jesus, the rest of the dream is kind of like stupid. I just don't remember much of it. Not as much as I would like, at least. But I remember that I was hunting you, dear brother. You were... I was like, I had enough of your betrayal. Like I had finally snapped. And I was like, this is it. I am not staying behind any longer, waiting to find another family member that I keep losing for some reason. I am going to track down this asshole and destroy him. I motivation behind the dream. Like I was just trying to find you and kill you because I had enough. So the rest of the movie, right?
The dream.
Because it's good enough to make a movie out of.
Look, you never know,
Well,
okay?
you can start like a comic and sell it to Marvel.
I could, but I'm afraid Marvel might ruin it. I will just do it an indie style. Start it online. Anyway, so I was looking for you, just trying to. I was going after the other dude because we killed your boss.
Yeah.
This is like the backstory that you just know, that you didn't dream about it, but you know it, or that you don't remember dreaming about it, but you know it anyway. So we destroyed your boss, and
Hopefully, after I had been paid, I will not forgive you otherwise.
I don't
Like you
know that.
shouldn't.
I'm pretty sure you did pay it at one point.
Alright.
Anyway, I don't care about that. I care that I was looking for you, trying to kill you because motherfucker, this is like the third dream this happened. So I go after you, and after I'm pretty sure that at this point, like everyone else wasn't with me because they were just like, dude, just let it go. I was like, he's my brother. He sold me twice already. I'm not doing it again. So after I like find him eventually in this super awesome, like amazing penthouse. So that's why I said you probably were paid already.
Alright.
You're just standing there going like, hey, yo, what's up? And I'm like, you motherfucker. You betrayed me. You betrayed me one too many times. And you were like, dude, I was paid. Like, why can't you just let it go? And I was like, I will never let it go. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with like 5 other people.
That's because you don't know when to give in to the money.
Well, then like I figured it out eventually because
You would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
my morals aren't the thing in question right now.
Yeah,
It's my
just
brother.
mine.
I was angry at you for betraying me again, and not even having the decency to give me money. Okay, like not even apologize money. Like I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to kill you. Just here, buy yourself something nice before I do. Not even that. So I get there, I tell you, you motherfucker, you're gonna die. And I have no idea how the rest of the fight just came up because we were both like terribly normal people with nothing amazing to our favor whatsoever. It was just
kind of like a SpongeBob fight,
No.
No,
I
because-
totally had the upper hand because I did. How much was it? 5 months of wrestling.
that
Of
doesn't
Olympic wrestling.
look, that doesn't factor in on my dream, okay? All we had was you had like whatever you could reach that you could throw at me, and I had these super weak, super lame flashes in my hand. Like
Fireballs. Fireballs.
they were like
like
they
the
were
lame version of Iron Man hands.
kind of, except they were like this shock. They shocked you, but they didn't really hurt or do anything. They just shocked you, and we kept on fighting until eventually you were against the window, and you were like, "You cannot do this to me. I'm your brother." And I'm like, "You sold me, bitch. I am keeping all your shit." And I just gave you one last shock and watched as you fell. And I was like, I have the penthouse. I have the penthouse.
You killed me, you bitch.
I had your penthouse. I'm sure
Just
you
because of
survived.
that, I'm gonna come back to your dreams and fucking blow the shit up after I steal everything back.
I am pretty sure at one point that will happen. By my subconscious is just weird. But I finally won. I finally killed you, and I got the fucking penthouse. Okay.
Which I will blow up after I
I'm
steal my
fucking
stuff back.
envy. Why do you have such cool dreams?
I don't
had a
know,
lucid
but I
dream.
love it.
I had a lucid dream tonight.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I think it's because I woke up at midnight because I don't know, for some reason. So basically, it started out as a generic 2D RPG, like the first few Final Fantasies that were like suddenly fight and the 4 options with the characters. So after a while, I get bored because that's what I do with RPGs after playing them for like the 3 hours it felt. But this is the literal thing I said to whoever the fuck was making my dream. Could you just please give me something more entertaining? I don't want to stay here the whole 8 hours of my dream.
What?
That's pretty meta.
Yeah. So
Nice.
the voice answers back and says, "You know what? Fuck you. Here." And gives me the powers to create whatever the fuck I want.
Okay,
Oh.
you do realize that the voice in this case is just your fucking subconscious, right?
Yeah. But
It's so weird that he has another voice for his subconscious.
Dude,
I have like a narrator
my dream
story.
self is a fucking asshole.
He has this car cat kind of thing.
Yeah,
Except that
which is-
instead of going future self, past self, it's just dream self and real self.
waking self. So
And they hate each other.
the first time I encountered this motherfucker, he was actually quite reasonable. He was. Because I was on my bed, and recently I moved my bed so that I would be laying under the ceiling fan because summer. Fuck off. And
I understand.
when it started, the first few days we had cold nights, like 15-degree nights. This motherfucker shows up in front of me and says, "Hey, can you turn down the fan? I'm a bit cold." And I just woke up and said, "Huh, he has a point," and pulled on the chain to turn it down some.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
I would be worried if my dream self talked to me, but sure.
I would be like freaked out.
The second time I met that motherfucker, he called me an asshole.
Because you are.
No,
at least
fuck you.
At least your dream self recognizes it, okay?
Fuck you. I was doing my business, blowing up something, and the guy just shows up telling me I'm an asshole.
Because you are!
I was blowing up public property. How is that being an asshole?
Yes, it is. It's very asshole.
Well, you raised a very good point. I'd like to point out you're an asshole.
Fuck you, you're as bad as my dream self. So he tells me you're an asshole, and I wake up because fuck that guy, I'm not standing him. And I say out loud, because I was just waking up, well, fuck that guy. The third time and last time I encountered him until last night was, I think, during one of my illegal border crossing dreams, which I've had plenty for some reason. It was either that or my store looting dreams. Could have been a store looting dream.
Again, you're an asshole.
Are you sure your subconscious is not your sister?
No.
It might be.
No.
A male version of it?
It's not that annoying. He is an asshole.
Wow,
but he's an
fuck
asshole
you.
like my friends. So anyway,
Fuck you, man.
yeah, I think it was a looting dream. I had like one console, 20 games, and a Nintendo 3DS in hand.
Yeah.
He just shows up on the street and tells me I'm an asshole again, right before he knocks me on my ass and destroys all the things I have. And
because
again,
you deserved it.
I wake up and say, "Wow, what
I'm
an asshole." So anyway, back onto my lucid dream.
Back to the other asshole.
Yeah. Back to the waking asshole. I get the building powers, dream building powers. I build a mansion. I build a neighborhood with a park and a swimming pool, and some people thrown in just because.
We have a hidden swimming pool. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Hogwarts.
You fuck.
I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway.
And then I make a Ferris wheel, and I say, "Well, this is plenty enough," and fell asleep on the Ferris wheel and woke up.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah,
You're an asshole.
It's been one of my weirdest dreams.
Your dreams are trying to tell you something, and it's that you're an asshole.
I'm actually getting worried because his dream self sounds like voices inside his head.
I've been
like
worried.
Kind of a schizophrenia kind of thing.
I've been worried since the first time he told me that he had a fight with his dream self. I was like, "Are you okay? Do you need a psychiatrist?"
It probably does, you know.
I'm pretty sure I can find you a great one that will give you the good meds.
Hell no.
Okay.
As much as an asshole
I said
as
good one, and I think nah.
I am happy with just seeing him once every 2 months.
Sure. That's what I said to my ex-boyfriend. Sorry, I had to.
That sounds like the picture I just showed you.
That it does sound like that.
I'm gonna continue on with my dreams because they're weird enough to make conversation out of them. One of my favorite border crossing games.
Wait. Before you start, did I ever tell here the story about the dream in which I blew up the school?
I think
yes, you did on
here?
my first podcast.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
I talked about dreams.
Okay, yes, I remember I said the superhero dream and the one where mom disappeared, but I didn't remember about the blowing
that
up.
one.
All right.
So anyway, this was shortly after the second XCOM game, not XCOM 2, but XCOM Enemy Unknown.
You know, because we know the difference between all of those.
Yeah, because you know, and because we know.
You're not gonna get it.
So one of the this game is basically the Earth is invaded by aliens, and you form an agency trying to fight them off. And they start with border controls and checkpoints and all that tripe. And you, my brother, mom, and I.
By you, he means me.
Yeah, cat. We're crossing the border to to catch up with my dad, who had left a week early.
Why? Why did he leave? What was he escaping from?
It was a war change situation.
Okay. It was a completely legal stuff. Okay, got it. I was like,
I did, however, wasn't legal. So, you and mom cross the border, and the aliens start preparing a random check of everyone on X side of the border, which is the side my brother and I were on. So my mom says, we don't have time for this, take your brother. I'm pretty sure there's a secret passage somewhere. Find it, we'll see you out in like 30 minutes.
Okay, just so you guys know, my mom is not that cool in real life.
No, she's not.
She haven't actually, you know what mom would have more realistically done is she had taken my brother and just shoved me out with you. It's just like, you two figure it out. Your brother and I are gone. I was like, damn it.
So anyway, my brother and I, we start wandering away from...
our brother is 9.
Yeah, he was less than, I think he was 5 when the dream happened.
Yeah, that was how confident my brother was.
How do you remember?
With the weird dreams, I always remember.
Look, you have a vague timeline of when you had that dream, and you figure out like, between 7 and 6.
Because it's when XCOM
I still
came
remember
out.
a dream that I had like
he's literally telling you he has a timeline for his dream.
So
he knows
anyway,
how old he was.
We wander off before the check can start, and discreetly we make our way to the outside wall of the checkpoint, where conveniently a service hatch.
Conveniently in the dream.
A service hatch is open.
What kind of border has a service hatch?
The alien kind.
Evidently, okay.
Yeah, the incompetent alien.
Jesus Christ.
So, I make my brother crawl in before me because I'm not letting him out of my sight.
And you're letting him go into a possibly dangerous side, but hey, as long as he's in your side, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He already had glasses by then.
Glasses of what?
Glasses.
Oh, glasses. I
like
understood.
to see.
Okay, but You're letting him go before you.
Yes,
not
it's a service hatch. The worst thing that's gonna be there is a fucking robot going from point A to point B.
Yeah, because that is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so
anyway,
the
we
story.
call on
Your poor little brother.
I know. Poor thing. Go on. Keep going.
He looks so cute.
We carry on, come out like 15 minutes away by a walk from where you and Mom had already crossed.
Yeah.
And
we're just
because
chilling.
I am the smart kind of person,
Sure you are.
I take out my phone, call Mom and say, hey, we're at so and so. Where do we meet you guys?
And that's it.
That's it. After that, it moved on to the typical we're gonna free the planet kind of shit.
Jesus Christ. Sure?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Is it still you and my brother, or can we just move on to...
The POV changed completely.
Okay. Fair enough.
I was a soldier in the resistance, but I wasn't in my body, so yeah.
You know what I am not looking forward to?
What?
That movie?
No. Well, yes. Yes and no. I'm not looking forward to the day when I eventually have a dream where my own smaller, youngest brother betrays
you out.
That will be like the last straw. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Fuck this family, I'm out.
That will be the same dream in which my brother and I are in the same frame together, and I just hold out my hand and give him a very loud high five.
You know what? We're gonna make a bet right now. You and me. I bet that the first time I have my like the youngest brother in one of my dreams, because he hasn't been in any just yet. Well, not a big part of it anyway. Yeah, he's been mentioned, never been part of. So when he appears as an actual character in one of my dreams, he will be on my side. I am betting you right now.
With your confidence issues, he is totally gonna betray you.
Look. Let's do a bet. I am willing to go that far. I do not know how bad my issues may be, but what do we say? Like $50?
Hell no. I'll cook you whatever the fuck it is you want.
No, man.
You'll be in Germany by that time.
Maybe. $50. $50. Because you're gonna ask me, okay, I'll cook you whatever you want, and I'll just say like, bro, whatever. All right, how about this? Any pastry or any sweet thing I want for a week.
You're gonna make me go bankrupt with that.
Maybe.
Probably.
Technically speaking, it wouldn't be your money, it wouldn't be Mom's.
Alright, but when she says it, you explain it to her.
Maybe I'll just want like one cake that will last the whole week.
Okay.
So we got a deal. What do you want if you win? Oh shit.
Alright, something on that level.
Alright. It has to be, yeah, it doesn't, it has to be like that. If we had gone my way and just say $50, this would be over.
Yeah, it would have been easier.
It's just like $50. Come on.
All the errands that you make me go on.
Okay,
like
you'll do yourself.
Alright, so 1 week of me doing the errands if you win.
Yeah.
Versus one week of me getting whatever I want.
Yeah.
Pastries.
Pastry-wise, yeah. Or like, errand-wise. Errand-wise. Yes? Deal? Okay, we're shaking hands. We have a deal. We'll see.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. I hope that he appears soon, so we'll figure it out. What will happen if like he's just a random guy going like, nah, fuck this
bros.
shit. Like, sup bros, fuck both of you.
Then both of you give me something.
Fuck no. You're not part of the family. Alright.
We give him a hug for being a drunk.
We give him a hug and some sweets for being an actual decent human being. Okay, how about this? If he's like fuck you both guys, we do like I do two or 3 days of me doing the errands.
And I do 3 days of pastries. Alright.
We go half and half.
Fair enough.
And no one does anything on Sunday because fuck Sunday.
Have my phone back?
You are not getting your phone back. You want to know why? Okay, so people, you did not see this obviously.
She passes memes.
here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. While we're recording this, she stays on her phone, and every once in a while we're doing an anecdote or we're talking on just in general talking, and she gives us the phone and distracts us with me. And the rest of the time, when she's not talking, she's just looking at her phone, looking for the next thing to distract us. Here's why it pisses me off. One, you're not seeing it, so you get completely lost to the joke. And two, I get distracted, lose my train of thought, and then the story is completely ruined.
Hey,
no.
random rails.
But this is a different kind of. This is different though, because it just completely my mind goes blank because I forget what I was talking about. This is a problem that probably many people with attention disorders might relate to. So what I did while my brother was telling his story is that I took her phone and I confiscated it like the little kid she is, and I am not giving it back until the end of this episode. Oh. Because you only get us distracted, and we'll end up with an hour of dead silence. And then my brother has to edit. So I'm pretty sure he's on my side, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Because the last time you two messed up, I ended up doing 20 minutes of editing, just cutting out the silences.
Yes. Because we had silences, and then we just had random.
Is it working?
Is it working? Are we okay here? Yeah, it was mess. We're still figuring this shit out, so no fun for you, Fer. You're punished right now. You're grounded.
I feel like a 10-year-old right now.
Good. Also, something else you cannot see. I am in a chair that's 3 inches above her, so I'm looking down at her.
3? It's 10.
No, yeah, it's 5 or 6.
It's 10.
Alright, fine. It's a lot taller than she is, so I'm looking down at her.
It's the same height between the two of them as it is between she and I when we are standing up.
But they don't know us, so they don't know what we're talking about.
She's 5'5", and I'm 6 feet.
Alright.
And I'm 5'3", 5'2", maybe.
You're 5'4".
No.
5'4". Yeah.
I'm less.
If I'm 5'5", you are 5'4".
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You are absolutely.
Or she can be 5'4" and you 5'3".
Maybe, but the point
and
is,
I'm 5'11".
Look, stop taking away inches from me.
She almost killed herself.
Alright, so you're about to do it again, bitch. She's in a chair that is very.
She's in a gaming chair, in one of those that you sit down low to the ground and you can just lean back. Because you're a fucking gamer and you're obviously gonna be slouching on your chair while you stare unblinking at the screen, waiting for the moment that you're gonna have to reset everything. Because you blinked, you lost all your progress.
So yeah, she just leaned back and almost fell on her face because she's so stupid.
It's the second time that happened in this hour.
Also, the chair has an inbuilt a set of surround sound, which is great when you're playing bass heavy games.
So yeah, she's an idiot.
Fucking scared.
Too long, didn't read. She's an idiot.
Yes, she is.
Hey!
Are you denying it right now after what literally just happened?
I'm not saying that I'm not an idiot, but you two are idiots as well.
Fuck you, we're assholes, not idiots.
As well.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Anyway, so talking about something else. I don't know what else we're gonna talk about.
Blood, treason, and blood.
It was the 5 idiots as we. Yeah, it was the 5th of November.
Yesterday was the 5th of November, and as we all know, there's no reason to forget the gunpowder treason.
I see no reason should ever be proven. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Remember the
5th of November, the gunpowder treason and blood. I see no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
For you people that are not seeing this, my face is kind of what the fuck?
Yeah.
For all of you guys that got that reference, yay for V for Vendetta. Best movie ever.
I love that movie, but I don't know the dialogues.
Honestly.
I love the
We've watched that movie alone. We watched 5 times this year.
Yeah, they put it on TV and it's there's nothing else to see.
Last time I saw it was last year.
Are you kidding
Last
me?
time we saw it was a week ago.
Yeah. They just was it Warner or Sony? Or
no, it was Space.
Okay,
I was about to watch it like 2 days ago.
They put it on Space all the time. It's pretty good.
No,
It's
I don't
awesome.
watch that TV. I watch Netflix. That's it.
But you don't ever chill.
Yes, I do, but my sister is always in that room, so I don't like to be there.
She no.
There's no Netflix.
There's
and
no
chill in
chill.
that house.
So I don't know what to say. We're already over an hour here.
Well, we could close.
We could, but I don't know. I want something.
The other
good.
ones have been longer.
I know it has.
Because we don't know when to stop. I actually prefer to be closer to the hour than the hour and a half. Alright, one last thing.
Alright.
And this is the absolute last thing. You don't know this, but yeah, you, fair. This week, this past week, I've been staying like 20 minutes after school with my friends, and we get to some fucking crazy shenanigans. And one of the shenanigans we got up to was we started remembering the Grim Adventures.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Didn't we cover this last week?
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did on the Dia de Muertos episode.
Yeah. So they're gonna kill us all.
They're gonna kill us all.
Yeah, kill us all.
Another thing we've talked about.
I think I saved that.
It was
yes.
This I didn't talk about because it was the very same day that it happened. We recorded. It was Music Wednesday at school, and one of the songs they played after school was the YMCA.
YMCA.
Exactly.
About YMCA.
And because absolutely everyone knows the first 4 lines.
Yo man.
Those. So
everyone was started singing.
The music, no. The music started, and I was like bobbing my head along with the rhythm. And one of my friends sees me bobbing my head, and I look at him, and I can see in his eyes the moment he realized what I was about to do. So the lyrics dropped, and I point at him and sing along. Young man.
There's no need to feel down. I said, young man. Okay, enough because it's copyright. Copyright.
Yeah, so
you can sing that song.
He does that. The first 2 lines, he's like, "Oh my fuck, he's doing this."
Oh my god.
And the second 2, he goes along with it, and it was hilarious, and we all laughed.
Yeah, that's funny.
Especially when you're there.
Especially when you're there. When you're just told about it, it's kind of like, alright, it's kind of funny. Let me think. I'm gonna talk about
Christmas is coming.
Christmas. That now we can talk about Christmas. Christmas is coming. All of the malls started putting Christmas stuff out, and it's amazing. I love it.
It's a bit disgusting.
It's amazing. I love it.
It's beautiful.
And we will start decorating soon.
Not until after exams.
Not until after exam, but soon. I will make you get everything out.
3 weeks.
Christmas tree. Okay,
copyrighted. So yeah.
Christmas, it's my favorite time of the year.
Our favorite time of the year.
Their favorite
I was
time
speaking
of the
about
year.
myself, god damn it. Anyway, I was okay, so here's a little insight for you guys into the life or
your life.
Yeah, my life and our family's life. So I'm gonna get the phone out of your hand too.
How aggressive they are.
So
she's very aggressive.
The other day we were talking with our parents about what we wanted to do for Christmas. But Christmas as a whole, I love it. I love celebrating it. But I don't like the whole banquet kind of thing that you kind of dress up and everything's fancy and shit like that.
I like that.
I don't like it a lot because I don't like fancy shit.
I like it
you don't know
because
what
I
like.
get to cook.
I don't see my family that much.
Here's the thing.
Great.
So this year we normally don't prepare anything for Christmas until a week before if we decide to be like really meticulous with things. So this year our father asks us, what do you want to do? And we were like, well, I don't know, but some Christmas tortas doesn't sound too bad. Or maybe some tacos, something simple, but we really weren't looking for something like big or anything. And right now we have no idea what we're gonna be doing for Christmas. No idea. Other than, eventually decorate the house. And we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because
I want to
Christmas.
make something.
I'm gonna be the one in charge of the cookies on Christmas when I go back home.
My grandmother is in charge of the cookies.
She's amazing.
You have to give me some of those cookies.
Your
grandma already promised me some.
Yeah.
Look, we can say
if they survive until you come back.
If you arrive before they're gone, sure, you can have a few. Like one.
Or two.
One of each kind. Yeah, one of each kind, and the rest is all ours, bitch.
I'm not gonna give you any cookies that I make.
Well, fuck you. I have my grandmother.
Unless you give me grandma.
Yeah, grandma candy.
Look, if you're trading cookies for cookies, sure, we can do that. But do not try to say, oh, I will not give you my cookies, because we have my grandma's cookies. We don't need more cookies. We can trade if you want, but you have to not be a bitch about
I give you 3 of these for 2 of that and a goat.
I'll give you 3 of my grandma's cookies for 2 of yours and a goat. Like, deal. And do you want my firstborn too? No, you.
I will gladly give you. No, I won't. I will give you my dog.
I have a question. No, I have one question.
You have your cat, I'll have a dog. Fuck you.
Okay, listen to me, okay? Speaking of firstborns.
You want to
what happens? Look, what happens?
I want a German Shepherd.
Hi.
That doesn't have one.
Okay, seriously, listen to this. This is an important question, okay?
Alright.
You have to listen to this. If you find a witch and you ask her for a favor and she just asks for your firstborn in return, what happens if you never have a child?
You never have to pay her.
But doesn't she just like make you have a child just to give it to her?
She will trick you to have a child.
Here's what you do. You get her some fucking no. I was gonna say fertility pills.
Oh.
You have a one-night stand with her, and you never see her again in your life.
Wait.
Well, that's if you're a man.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens to me, a woman?
Us.
Or someone with female reproduction system.
You get a doctor. You go to the doctor with the witch.
What happens if you consider your dog your firstborn? Like your child.
Then I kill the motherfucking witch. Ain't no bitch gonna have my dog.
Alright, so basically
but I don't think that actually counts.
No, yeah. It has to be a human because virgin blood and tears and that shit.
What happens if you fall in love with a witch?
Well, then you have to live with
the first thing I said, or the second thing I said applies. You either get her some fertility pills, or go to a medic that knows.
What happens if she cannot have children?
Doctor!
Test tube babies. Never heard of them, you idiot.
I'm a doctor, of course they have. Still. Okay, what happens?
Modern medicine.
What happens if your firstborn is a fucking asshole?
What?
Like you?
It would have been easier to give you to the witches.
Yeah.
I am absolutely certain.
I'm pretty sure that after the first 5 years, the witch would have gone like, fuck this child, I'm giving her back.
But she would. She would.
It would have been funny enough.
She would have to find her first. That's the hard part.
What happens if I ask for your firstborn?
I will send you to hell, bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll be glad that you have the gall to even attempt to raise that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because I know how I am. And I know how my father is.
I honestly
And I know how my first child is gonna turn out.
I am pretty sure I would willingly give my firstborn and just go like, God bless you, you fucking idiot.
Depends
This
who the father is.
The thing is,
Look, if I had a child with someone, I am assuming they're gonna be an asshole.
Yeah. So
because there's no way
thing.
I fell in love with someone like that.
Every once in a while, I say something or do something that makes either my sister or my mother or even my grandmother go like from the bottom of their heart. God damn, you're your father's son.
It's like, it's not even those things because, okay, I can handle a lot of assholery. I am just as bad. But every once in a while he makes a joke. Like one stupid joke that is like the very definition of dad jokes. And it's just like, I have to look at him and just go like, God fucking damn it.
I sent you the jokes that my dad sent
damn
me.
it. The what?
The jokes that my dad sent
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like those.
Worse.
So I
It's
do
just
know
like,
what
God
my firstborn is
damn
gonna
it.
turn out. And honestly, if I can get him off my hands in the years between he's 10 and 16 years old, that's gonna be heaven for me.
He's gonna come back when he's 18 and go like, oh,
Yes, you watch, mate.
just watch me. We'll see how bad it is at the end. So yes, firstborn.
I hope
Bitches.
my kids will be
Keep them.
like me. Hopefully.
I hope they'll be like you too, bitch.
So they're like your sister.
No,
They're
no.
going up for adoption.
I'm not saying it because she's great. I'm just saying it. She deserves to have someone like her in the house.
Hey.
They say that. Look. Eventually,
You reap
all
what you
the
sow.
things. No, yeah, kind of. Everything wrong you've ever done to your parents or everything you've ever been will come down to bite you in the ass when you have a child and they are just as bad as you.
My mom had that same karma. Her second child is just like her. My middle sister, it's actually kind of like Kat.
She's a bitch. She's a motherfucking
No,
bitch.
she's the other one, the good one.
No, the good one is also a bitch.
Yeah, but
she was almost like how can I say it nicely?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this is the most unkind definition of the word.
Yes.
No, she's actually cool.
But she's a bitch.
But she's a bitch. She would actually fight with my mom, like with kicks and fists.
Holy crap.
She actually, my mom actually kicked her out of the house like 3 times.
You know, if I ever tried doing something like that to our mother or father, they would have gladly danced on our tombstones.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad would actually cry. I'm actually like my dad in that area. And
baby.
My sister was they have the same ideas. They have the same head. They both are stubborn as hell. So they fight a lot. Or they used to fight a lot.
Then they moved out and it was just like, hey, now we get along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens with me and my dad. I came to this earth to give him hell.
Yep.
And I've succeeded so far. He's so proud of me.
So
he loves you for that.
Let's move back to Christmas. Just
should
as
we?
a closing.
Oh, must
thing.
we?
Yes.
Oh, should we?
Yes.
You have a hair sticking to you you have this bit of a curl coming out of your head.
Do I look like I give a fuck about my hair?
You look like an idiot, that's what you do.
You look like Pepito.
So
you know the Pepito guy.
Yes, he looks exactly like. If you guys ever want to know what my brother looks like right now, just look at Pepito. Just Google him, man. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Fuck you. So
that's from Hook.
No, that's from Dexter.
No, also from Hook.
I knew it from Dexter. Like
this is older from Dexter. this is from way back.
I don't care where it started. I'm saying that the reference I'm making is the bad guy from Dexter.
And also from
Dexter Laboratory.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, well,
The bad guy, the skinny tall one.
I don't care about Hook. I care about
Dexter watched
Yeah.
the movie.
So,
I watched it. I didn't like
closing
it.
questions.
Oh, shut up.
What is your family gonna cook or do or whatever?
No, fuck that. What is your favorite part about Christmas?
Food!
Presents.
Drugs. And
Forking out.
Well, we only get presents from my grandmother's money, so.
Fuck
yeah.
We get to choose our own presents.
Present are you looking forward the most?
My grandma's.
Or what do you want the most for Christmas?
Money.
All I want for Christmas is a gun.
It's a gun. No guns, people. Say no to guns. And say yes to drugs.
And on that note, because we are a terrible influence, thanks for listening, guys.
We'll see you next week.
And have a good day.
Yeah, not at the same scheduled day because we suck at that, but yeah.
We try. Anyway, see you guys.
See you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.